On June the 10th, Coney Green appeared, and then followed the very next day, not even 24 hours later, Collingham Footpath, known officially in the system as Dykes End, and Butts was appearing on the channel. These three are, or were, this year, due to gain miniature stoplights, but that project's been delayed because there's nothing in the bank to pay for their work, thanks to continued nationalised government cuts.
So up there's our favourite skew slanted road crossing at Cottage Lane, or besides it. Welcome to, I don't know, several trains just down the road at a deliberately turned sign, Coney Green. There's literally no protection here, just a couple of wicket gates until next year. Let's have a quick walk around whilst waiting for the next train. So here we come to Coney Green foot crossing, smack bang between Westbrook Lane miniature warning light and user worked crossing and Cottage Lane AHB. Level crossing information. Name Coney Green Sierra Kilo 827 Bullet 04. Nottingham Barnaby 1, 21 miles 23 chains. Up. Don't trespass, penalty £1,000. Dogs be kept on leads. Here's a wicket gate, one of the newer ones. I know I've got clearance because I can see the barriers down there, and the next train's 15 minutes away. So here's a staircase. Let's not fall down because that'd be a catastrophe. Stop and listen, beware of trains. Watch out for the very small piece at the bottom. You've got strail crossing floor, no cattle guard. Don't listen, beware of trains. This little walkway here, which aligns the crossing to where it is on the other side. Here's another wicket. Bong. At least this sign's the right way. Coney Green, Sierra Kilo 827604, Nottingham Barnaby 1, 21 miles 23 chains. Dogs must be kept on leads. Don't trespass, penalty £1,000. To get onto the 1133, you have to walk on this grass piece. It's not really a pavement. Can we call it a verge? Let's do the last piece now. So we are, as I said, smack bang between Cottage Lane and Westbrook Lane. So the whistleboard is towards Westbrook Lane, Collingham, Swinderby and Highcombe. And this way, towards a perfect view of Cottage Lane and that truck, is towards Langford, Winthorpe and Newark stations. What have I done? All the animals are staring at me. At least I'm not wearing red. So that was a couple of trains at Coney Green. Now just so you can find it yourself, I'm going to walk you down the way out. We are walking towards the A1133, which separates Winthorpe Roundabout from Collingham from Dunham, near the toll bridge. Got a lot of these things, where they are, under there in a bit of, I don't know, spider's web coating. As if there was no real pavement whatsoever. And here we are on the 1133 with the broken gate. Just to end, there's South Collingham. Thanks for watching. Right, so here we come to what's supposed to be Dykes End. Let's start with some notices that have just been lobbed. Do not trespass on the road, penalty numbers. The style. Bugs must be kept on leads. Yep. Collingham Footpath, 2 kilo 834612, Nottingham Barnet B1, 21 miles 71 trains. So listen to Borough trains. I think I'm going to do that because the next train's only a few minutes back. I thought I'd do this now, then I can find my way to the next one easier. Up. So listen to Borough trains, Collingham Footpath. This style, you've got to climb through all this vegetation because nobody's bothered to trim it to reach this style, which has that sign on it, and that's about it. And this long walkway back through, full of nettles, dock leaves, and some other plantation. The trespass penalty £1,000. That way's towards Collingham, Swinderby and Hykeham. And that way's towards Newark. Right, is this the one I'm looking for? Let's see. There's a gate. Had to wade through that field to get here. Stairs, watch out for the stairs. Just trespass around penalty £1,000. Name, Butts. 0 kilo 833610. Nottingham Barnet B1, 21 miles 62 trains. Stop listening to Borough trains. Stop trespass around penalty £1,000. Stop listening to Borough trains. Butts. 2 kilo 33810. Nottingham Barnet B1, 200 miles 62 trains. It's an arrow for the Nottinghamshire County Council public footpath. Which goes through Nettle, so I'm going to be climbing through the field to get back again. And get stung by even more nettles. Right, so we are still between Newark and Collingham. That way's towards Westbrook Lane, Coney Green, and all the rest of it. South Collingham, Langford and Winthorpe and Newark stations. And this way towards the two danger signals is towards Dykes End, now known as Collingham Footpath, Collingham, Swinderby and Highcombe.
We now travel in time a month ahead to July the 19th, when we picked up Crankley Point, which then gained multiple fuck Jodel alarms, and now has new ones that are already buggered out. On the 26th of July, Basford Chemicals and Hucknall number either 3 or 4 arrived. These, of course, Basford Chemicals located by Highbury Vale Main and Highbury Vale Branch tram stops, one of the few 4 platform stops on the network that are obviously double island, whereas if you go down Clifton or Towton, fine, they're multiple platforms, but they're on the same sort of boundary. So, like, I think it's over at Clifton, you got like platform 1, 2, they're joined onto each other. That doesn't count. This was 2 twin islands next to Highbury. And then Hucknall number 3 or 4, whichever it was, is maybe 2 meters from Butler's Hill. Then you continue walking, you get to Brickyard.
Here's a tram heading over to the south. Crankley, OBA. The 11:29 from Hucknall to Towton. 233. Ada Lovelace. Whilst waiting for the next tram here at Basford Chemicals, here's an East Midlands Railway service from Nottingham to Worksop. 7416. Here's a tram service, looks to be a Clifton South to Phoenix Park service. The Hucknall for 11:29's been terminated at Shipston Street. If you're on Rebecca Radlington. Here's the 11:39 from Hucknall to Towton Lane. 202. DH Lawrence. Here's another one of those you wouldn't know it was here unless you took the tramming crossings. Although I think it's called something to do with Bulwell or Hucknall. Let's have a look. Welcome to Hucknall number 3. What is there here? A diagonal view to the tram stop and a diagonal view to a tram. Number 216, Dame Laura Knight. And here's a Towton Lane to Hucknall service, 219. Alan Silvertoe.